Don't get it twisted. I can fight, but I don't be in the mood all the time. Who finna fight in this cold? One thing about these automated car washes that I don't like is when they guide me through. Sometimes I feel like they ain't half paying attention. Have you messing up your rims? Luckily, I don't have those low profiles anymore. I'll never forget the first time I had low pros. I had a, what was that? It was a Pro. Hello, how old is that car? Ford don't even make them anymore. They shouldn't have made them when they did. But I had to replace the tires, and they were like, I forgot how much those tires cost, but they were ridiculously expensive. And I was like, why? Why are those? They were like, these are low profile. I want high profile. I don't want that, but you got to get the kind of tires that the car requires. I bet I never made that mistake again. When I buy a car, I'm literally asking, and what kind of tires are those? And like, I'm asking all the questions. So yeah, that's an expense I don't like. I'm just yapping. I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Did I say hello? Rude Sal. Hello, good morning. It is Sunday. All is well in Chiefs Kingdom. We just played the Texans yesterday and won, so I'm getting a bit of a late start today. Condolences to those of you who were rooting for the Texans, and I'm not even being sarcastic when I say that. That was a rough game. I hate it when we get to the playoffs and lose. That hasn't happened for like 7 years. Once upon a time, maybe you can root for the Chiefs all you wanted to, and nothing happened. Nothing. My dad was a die-hard Chiefs fan regardless. So it's bittersweet that we're doing so well now. I hate it when people say, oh, the Chiefs don't even earn it. They don't deserve it. They don't do it. Man, we ain't deflated no balls. We haven't shaved any scores. I will say Patrick Mahomes played a little victim yesterday, which I'm not familiar with seeing. I don't feel too great about that, but I guess that's part of the playoff games. I don't know. I ain't like it, but we won, and I did like that. But yeah, it's weird. People are like, oh no, Chiefs shouldn't win. They don't deserve it. Why would we? Why would we not? If you know the numbers and the stats, that ain't what you say at all. If you know the history and how long it took us to get to where we are, that ain't what you say at all. But it's whatever. It's all love for all the other teams anyway. Like I say, condolences. I know that's like too well. And we are exiting. All I'm doing today is running a couple of errands. I sure hate it for me too, because I'm telling you, every time I walk out the house, it costs me money. Like, what happened? Remember when you was a kid, you just go outside, you stay outside all day, and it was absolutely free? Oh, I missed that time. All you had to worry about was getting back before the porch light came on. Oh, let me not say it like my parents said it. All you had to worry about was getting back in before the street light came on, the porch light. You know, I heard it that time. But anyway, I'm heading over to Wally World. I need to go to Ulta Beauty and grab some stuff. And I ain't happy about it. Just replenishing things. I have been working out on that ab roller, baby. That oof. Ooh. It's oof. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. But I want to stick with it. I want to get healthier and look good, you know, while I'm doing it. And at this stage of the game, I'm a mother of an only child. So I want to make sure that I'm not leaving a lot of labor for my daughter in terms of taking care of me. So I want to do the best I can to enter my latter years in as good a health as possible. So that's definitely a goal for me. I never wanted, the ironic thing is, I never wanted my daughter to be an only child. And in fact, my ex-husband and I were pregnant, and I ended up losing that baby. All things being as they're supposed to be, it's a good thing, you know, that we didn't have that child. I can say that in hindsight, but at the time it definitely hurt. And then there are times too, well, there's never been a time I didn't want my child to not be an only child. I've always wanted a sibling for her, because I feel like when I leave this world, she's not going to have a connection with anyone else who can offer the same understanding and compassion as a sibling could. You know, if that makes sense the way I'm explaining it. But yeah, that's the sad part of having an only child. On the flip side of that, I have multiple siblings, and yet none of us think, behave, or move alike. So, I mean, you can be an only child with a house full of siblings. Let me step out and get some petrol. Oh, baby. We ain't sitting out there to let that gas pump. No. How about I thought my coat was in the car, but in the spirit of this being the new year, Kymberly, don't put things down. Kymberly, put things away. Kymberly, I took that doggone coat out of the car and hung it in the coat closet. And now I'm out here in the world just loose and free. Ain't got a coat in the world. It's 13 doggone degrees. It's another black person at another pump looking at me like, are you good? Gave me that whole long stare like blink 2 times. Shut up. Even though he ain't say nothing. Yeah, it is mighty cold out there. Then I saw another woman. Yeah, don't let me get too much Botox shot. I did go back and get another hit. I didn't take my camera with me. But I got another hit, and it's so funny because when he gives me the Botox, I only get it on my forehead. And then I cover my forehead up, so. But anyway, because I still need to be able to look at the kids like, I know you're lying. But he always wants to give me more. I say all that to say that there's a lady out here, I'm looking her dead in her face. Thank God for Tent. Thank God for, because don't get it twisted. I can fight, but I don't be in the mood all the time. Who finna fight in this cold? But her face, her whole face is frozen. She more frozen than this snow out here. Oh, child, it's so cold. I forgot to turn off the engine. What was I thinking? And I know a lot of people pump their gas with the engine running. I was about to say I never do, but I just did, didn't I? Do y'all do that? Y'all pump your gas with your engine running? I mean, it's apparently safe. Here I am, alive and still talking. But it feels real uncomfortable. It's just like somebody said that you're not supposed to warm your car up. Instead, you're supposed to drive away slowly and allow it to warm up in motion. But that is 180 degrees different than what I grew up hearing. Like, you're supposed to, weather like this, you got to warm your car up 10-15 minutes. So that is weird. Luckily, I got an auto starter on my car, and it'll kill the engine for me if I haven't gotten in it after a while. I like that, but in fact, it'll kill the engine when I try to get in it. So there's that for that. So I guess that's for other people trying to open the doors. Who knows? I don't understand how none of that works. But I tell you what, I do appreciate getting in a warmer car, and I still warm up my car. But if I'm not supposed to, I don't know it yet. Ooh, it's chilly. But I got a coworker, getting back to that Botox stuff. I got a coworker, and she's like, I don't care if my face looks frozen. I want it to not, have a lot of lines and stuff. She has a relative who apparently hasn't aged the best, and she doesn't want to look like that. I want to be more preventative. Like, so far, my forehead's been pretty smooth, so I kind of want to keep it pretty smooth. I do smile a lot, and I talk with expression. In fact, I tend to pull on one side of my mouth more. I'm sure y'all have noticed that when I speak. So I have to think about not doing that to put more wrinkles on my face, because I don't want to do the whole facelift and pull tight. Maybe when I get about 70-ish or so, it'll be time. But I understand the better time is to do it in your 50s. And I don't know if people are listening to that, but it makes me feel like that's the thing that gets you to look crazy. Like, I think if I'm in my 50s now, I think if I got a facelift now, I would look crazy. Like, just tight and crazy. So, I'm no plastic surgeon, but that just doesn't sound right to me. What do I know? I mean, I'm just over here looking about 49 to 52. And I don't care, but I don't want to look crazy. I think I'd rather look older than crazy. I've seen people with so much filler and pulled so tight, and their heads get actually really enlarged. Like, I already have big cheeks. I've always had that. So I can't imagine me just going around looking like Pumpkinhead thinking I look sweet and young. I don't know. Let me just change the subject, child, and take my happy parts on to the store and do what I'm doing. I'll see y'all in a minute. We probably edit that out too. I tell you, every time I walk past this aisle, I'm still saying hallelujah. I'm dead serious. I have been using the skin firming as of late, but honestly, my skin feels so dry, I feel like I need to go right back to my nourishing almond. Hate how much it costs, but it does work. Sometimes I add a little bit of this type of thing as well. In fact, let's go ahead and pick up one. When I wear the false lashes, I usually get the Falscara brand, but for some reason, these look super duper long to me. Even the shorts look long. Is this different? I wish they sold just shorts and medium. Because I don't really like the really long lashes on me. They're a little too dramatic for my everyday life. And y'all know I live a real everyday life. These I don't care for as much with the self-adhesive glue. They feel a little stiffer. Now that I pay attention, those actually aren't the Kiss ones. So I guess I really just like the Kiss Falscara until I find a brand that tells me different. I also need to pick up some concealer. It's all behind the case right now, but usually I get the NYX Cappuccino, but that's my 3 Seasons concealer. I usually get the 146.5. What is this, the Maybelline Eraser? That's my winter concealer. Looks crazy light for now, to me. But, yep, that's the deal. While I wait for that, I might as well look for some nails. They're locking up everything. I'm surprised the nails aren't locked up. Let me not speak too soon. I like that new, well, yeah. Like I said, let me not speak too soon. I spoke too soon. That's hilarious. Y'all ain't playing no games. You know, I've never done white. I feel like white won't look good on me, but I'm kind of tempted. I like these, but they're a little too long for me to type with sometimes. Oh, they're going up. They used to be like 5 something. Well, what's not going up? Let's ask that question. Yeah, I remember years ago when Oprah wasn't familiar with Walmart and she was talking about the blue vested people. I still think about that every once in a while. Yes, thank you. They sure do talk a little bit different when you pull the camera out. You find everything all right? Y'all ain't been caring. Keep not caring. Scent beads I don't need. Oh, I need trash bags. We go generic with these. Still too much to literally throw your money away. Come on. I just have a hard time believing trash bags gotta cost that much. Oh, let's see, what else do I need? And I do mean need, like I'm trying not to just buy. As y'all can see, I'm trying not to buy just a whole bunch of stuff for the sake of getting stuff. Prices eggs is just ridiculous. And golly, how can I get on WIC? Now this is usually the case, and I can admit I have never been a store manager, but usually when I come, there be tons of this, tons of different flavors, the mango, the fruit punch, they never sold out, but it'd be right back here, all the way to the back that you gotta get the lemonade, which is exactly the one that I like, so I'm gonna reach in the back and get this last one they got. But, and again, I've never been a manager, but it seemed like if everything else is fully stocked, don't it make sense that you would probably order more of what sells out and less of what don't? Don't it? That's just, okay, that's me crazy thinking, I guess. I don't know. See what I mean about don't let me go outside no more? How? I didn't get that much. Y'all will see it. Just need to stay my tail inside, sleep, and be happy. Dr. King weekend, I don't get a discount or nothing. Okay, I feel even better about my Aldi purchase. I'm in Target, and they have a similar mirror, but theirs is going for $80, whereas the one I got at Walmart, not Walmart, excuse me, the one I got at Aldi was like 30 something. So yeah, goodbye. Don't sleep on Aldi. Okay, so I am getting ready for a birthday party, but I wanted to pop on real quick before I put all my clothes on to show you my little leggings that I got from Temu. I got these shoes from Temu too. These little slippers. I'm telling you, Temu, English translation must be crack. It must be, because I done put way too much stuff in my cart and bought it. I think these didn't even cost me $3, so of course I got them. But yeah, these are those leggings that are designed to look like pantyhose. Because, you know, looking at this, you would be like, oh, you know, she had her wax job and everything. But I like them. They're smooth. I will say this, though, about them. I think I got them in a large, because I'm kind of tallish. I'm 5'7", but still, can y'all see that? How the crotches, it's looking kind of vulgar when I do that. But I just want y'all to see that, like, I end here, but, you know, there's still some extension. So with the bodysuit, I won't have to do, you know, the pulling up, because they are leggings, right? So, yeah, I like that. Don't look at my hair. She look kind of, you know, we wearing a hat, so don't worry about it. It's gonna come together. It's gonna be fine. Y'all should be looking here, not there. Here, not there. Y'all still, yeah. We ain't friends like what? Let me finish getting dressed. I figure I'll just wear a slip skirt. See, you can wear stuff like this in the wintertime when you wear leggings. Woo, we almost did make it up over the back. We working on it. We still working on that little ab roller. Get some things under control, but you know how. It's baby steps. So I'm just gonna wear this, a blazer, and some heels. It's did I mention that I'm going to a grown folk birthday party? Where's my blazer? Yeah, it's a grown folk birthday party. They said come dressed to impress. I really didn't feel like doing too much dressing up. And for me, a slip or something like that is always, a slip skirt, excuse me, is always pretty comfortable. I don't know how long I'll be out. The party's at like 7, honey, they serving dinner. I said, y'all real grown folk. Talking about dinner will be served. What? Okay. Y'all grown for real. Look at me elevating my life. Whew. I tell you, getting dressed sometimes is enough to make you bust into a sweat. I have not worn this blazer in a good minute. But I like the way the belt kind of ties in with the fabric of the skirt. Not looking too bad. I just don't like the way skirts rise up in the back, but whatever. We'll be all right. Yeah, that's not bad. Blacks are so tricky, but luckily the blacks match. I don't know, this might feel too stiff and formal, too churchy. I wonder if I should have, because I was gonna wear a black sweater dress. I don't know. Let me see how it looks when I just plop my hat on. No, it was cute in my mind, but I don't like it altogether. Where's the purse? Yeah, in my mind, this all worked together, but on execution, I think I don't like it. It's just too much going on. There's too many stopping points. You got the hat, the red lip, the belt, yeah. Excuse this interruption. And I like this even less. Girl, we're going back to outfit number 1. And let's hope we're not gonna be late. We ain't trying to iron nothing. All right, I don't need to show y'all the final look, because the final look is the first look, and even though I don't like it, we're moving. We gotta keep it going. So this is the final look of the night. We're keeping it simple with the all black look and the hat. Am I crazy about it? No. But I think I can get away with it. I don't have any nails on, because I tell you what, y'all, I did the alcohol and all of that stuff trick to make the nails stay longer, and they did. But now my nails underneath feel a bit more brittle. Should I have expected that? Should I have expected my nails to be more brittle? I don't know. But I'm trying to let them heal for a minute. I definitely still like the way my hands look with nails. More so than without. Yeah, I think this will do. But I look like I'm ready for some church. Why? Because this is one of my church going outfits. But all right, speaking of going, let's get going. I'm too short getting them out, young and old. And if you wanna come and see, just open my drawers. Rise and shine. It is super early Monday morning. Rose isn't feeling well, so I gotta take her to the dealership. And before I do, I want to kind of clean out some things since it is Monday morning. Since it is Monday morning and I've got to go to work, I'm going to have to get a loaner. I already know they're going to give me something nice to try to get me to buy something nicer, but tricks are for kids. I'm not doing it. But that said, I do want to, clean out any personal items, mail, things like that from my car. When you're a single woman, it's just little extra precautionary steps that you should take. But what's in the car at all times now? A coat. Absolutely a coat. I'm hoping that the check engine light is about oil and that the other exclamation point light is just about my tires being low. Because now that I think about it, I never had to put more air in them so far this year. And look at me being the first one in line. I mean, there's a car over there in a different bay. But, oh yeah, we here. Hello and good morning for me anyway. It is Thursday morning. We are days and days and days from when I last... No, that's not true because I've been filming. Truth of the matter is, y'all, I've been filming. But I just have not been up to editing and getting my ish together. In fact, since the last time I filmed, I want to say I said I was going to the Texans game or something like that. Since then, honey, we done played the Bills. We've made it to the Super Bowl. I ended up cooking my wings again, but this time I was smarter. I made sure I made my own plate here for home. It's like my mama taught me a long time ago, charity begins at home, sugar. So what I was ever doing, taking a bunch of food to somebody else's house and hadn't fed myself first, I do not even know. Excuse me. Ooh, and since my tea is too hot to drink, let's put that down and catch up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll probably say some stuff out of order. But yeah, I've been filming, went to a party. I'm sure I included that. Why do I know I included that? Because y'all, it is 6:40 in the morning. I'm already up, dressed, ready for work. Why? Because, yeah, I might as well tell it, it's y'all. Anyway, I don't have to be at work until well after 8, but I'm already up, dressed, and ready, waiting to go to work, I guess. I'll probably just go on in early because it is always something to do. But I've been up all night. Yesterday, for whatever reason, I don't even know what possessed me, but I had like a craving, I guess. I just wanted a hamburger. And I don't have any beef in the house. I rarely cook beef. If I do, it's probably a steak or, I might do lamb chops as far as red meat goes, but I don't have any in the house right now. So anyway, I just thought, I'll stop by Mickey D's, pick up a quick burger, it'll be fine. Yeah, it wasn't fine. So, I don't even know. Oh, I know what happened. About 2:14 a.m., I hear this brrr, and I knew it wasn't gonna be good. I've been up since 2 o'clock in the morning, walking to the bathroom, back and forth, listening to my stomach call me all kind of names. I'm pretty sure I heard Dumb B mentioned in there. Bag of bees, actually. Because I don't know how many trips I had to make. And I couldn't even disagree. I don't know what I was thinking. I won't be doing that again, but it's one of those things where when you haven't had fast food in a while and then you try to jump right back in. I had a burger and fries. I was doing the fool. I paid for that. Still got a little uneasiness in my stomach. Oh my goodness. But anyway, what else has been, I went shopping. I'm trying to remember what I've been editing in between my trips to the bathroom. Oh yeah, I've been showing y'all my mirror. I referred to it in a clip when I was at Target, and I just kind of looked to double check. I don't know how well y'all gonna be able to see that, but it's just a nice little gold mirror that I picked up at Aldi. It's a good size, and I'm just gonna put it over my, I'm lying, I'm not putting it over my couch, because that would mean I would have to find, get the studs and anchor it and all of that. I'm not a stud finder. But actually, I am a stud finder. I just need to find a stud to do all that finding. And then we'll have it all settled, right? But that's kind of hard to do because I don't like anybody to know where I rest my head. So I'll be figuring that out one day. That day is not today. I'm so tired. I know I'm taking some energy drinks with me. Because like I didn't even go to bed until like 10ish. And right back up at 2 something with some foolishness. And when I tell you, I feel like I have just been wrung out. Yeah, we're not doing that again. And McDonald's burgers don't usually do me like that. But I think it's because I haven't been eating a whole lot of processed food lately. I've just been trying to clean it up and lose some of this weight. But all that, in my video, I was actually still not feeling my best. I was feeling better. Going to the gas, oh my goodness, okay. Yeah, y'all can probably see it. My eyes are a bit clearer now, right? Hopefully you can see it now. I ain't talking crazy. But anyway, I went to the gas station. When I went, you should have already seen the clip. I didn't have a coat on, so it's cold. Did have on some gloves though. How about when I screwed my cap onto the gas thing, I didn't screw it on tight. So while my car is saying check engine light, exclamation point, and it's because I didn't screw on the gas tank. When I tell you, I felt so silly. I get in, I was there hecka early too. I get in, pull in, and he was like, so what's going on? He looks, he sees the lights, and he was like, oh, okay. You mind if I just check your gas tank? I mean, that was next thing out of his mouth. He didn't hem and haw, waste any time, go straight to the gas tank. And he said, well, you look at here, it's not on tight. And he told me about how it creates a vacuum seal, sends a message to the car, blah, blah, blah. And I just felt so silly in that moment. But he was such a sweet older guy. He was like, no, why do you think I checked it? It's because we've had several people in with the same reason. That's, I guess we all don't like the cold. We twinkle, thought we screwed it, jump back in the car and drive off. And then you gotta pay for it. So I'm happy though, because it could have ended up costing a ton of money and it didn't. In fact, it didn't cost me a dime. So thank goodness for that, that worked out. But prior to that, I actually have been filming, but as I was up all night editing, I realized, dang, I don't want to edit so many days because I'm so behind. I'm more than a week. I'm like a week and a half behind. Rather than edit all that, I was like, I'm just going to skip forward to now. I deleted it just to relieve myself of the temptation. What I did put out is the video of me setting my hair. I set my hair, what was that? Must have been Sunday? I think I did. Yeah, I set my hair Sunday, filmed a video, And I went ahead and put that out. You know why? Because I didn't edit it. I didn't take out not even 1 second of that rant. And I knew, I just knew that if I started tampering with it and all, I was going to delete that footage too. It was never going to see the light of day. And in order to relieve myself, like I said, of that temptation, I just literally delete footage. I don't want to just be on in a negative space all the time. I am not a down or negative person. I don't know, maybe some of the side effects of me not feeling, I don't know what it was. I don't know. But my last 2 videos, I've been teacher ranting, or was that a live? I don't know. But I had a teacher rant in one, and then just a rant about the state of men and women. And I just don't want to be that negative person, because I'm really not. In life, I'm a much light-hearted, humorous, you know, kind of person. But maybe being sick will bring that out of you. I don't know. Many of you responded well to that. Well, I shouldn't even say responded well. A lot of you said you understand that and have seen that yourself, which isn't the response I would like, but it feels better knowing it ain't just me. Because you reach a point where you're like, okay, is there something about me? Am I attracting this kind of energy? No, that energy is just everywhere, and I'm in the world. So that's what I'm getting out of it. Yeah, that's about all I'm getting out of that. And I will say this too, I feel kind of bad because I don't want to buy a whole lot of stuff and be that person who's trying to influence you to buy stuff. I just want to hang out, chit chat, and all of that. But by the same token, as I live my life, like the mirror, I sometimes buy stuff, and I'm going to show that. So why am I talking about it? Because someone made a comment that she likes me because I'm not like some of the other people who are always trying to do sponsorships and sell stuff and things like that. And I just have to say, but hold on. I actually do go shopping sometimes. Plus, I'm not trying to, I don't know, to me that's a form of pocket watching. I would never, okay, I went to McDonald's, right? I would never say to someone who works at McDonald's, if they're friendly with me, I wouldn't say, hey, you know what, I appreciate how friendly you are. You're just doing this because this is what you really want to do, and you're not taking any money for it. You know, I'm like, because that to me is similar. Am I making, like, here's what, I hear me rambling and stumbling, and if I say like one more again, take a shot. But I enjoy teaching. I enjoy being with the kids. Being a teacher, that's a horse of a different color, and I've talked about that before in terms of how this new age form of teaching is looking and why it's driving so many very qualified teachers out. But as far as being with the kids, I enjoy that. I enjoy teaching them. I enjoy seeing them grow. I enjoy being a part of what makes them a happier, well-rounded person. I enjoy all of that. As much as I enjoy that, do you understand that if they told me, we think you're doing an outstanding job, we love it, but we won't be able to pay you for this anymore. Do you understand that this would be my very last day of doing it? People, these lights ain't free. People have to pay for their lives and their livelihood. So as content creators or influencers, I should say, show your products and, you know, click my link down below and things like that. I understand that. It's because that's what they do for a living. There's nothing wrong with that, in my humble opinion. You don't have to click it, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying this to be mean or facetious or any of that. You don't have to click it, but here's what I know. Yay, got monetized. A lot of people skip the commercials. I would love to be reimbursed through the form of commercials. Like if you enjoy my content, here we go, let me say it now. If you enjoy my content, please be sure to hit the like button and all of the above as it puts me out there. But for me, as I watch other people and I enjoy their content, first thing I'm doing is letting the commercial play. Why wouldn't I? They've worked for that. They're editing that. It takes a while. You may see, except for the last video I put out with me setting my hair, I already said I didn't edit that at all. But you may see, say, an hour of someone's footage. At minimum, they probably filmed 2, 3, sometimes hours, sometimes days, just to deliver an hour of concise, interesting footage. You know what I mean? So I get that. I understand why, and I've always understood that since before I ever even got a camera and hit record. I've always understood that. So I say give a little grace for that. Even I know you may not want to click the links, you may not, but give a little grace. Did I get through all that without saying like again? I'll find out when I edit. I hope I did. I hope I did. Anywho, I feel me getting good and sleepy. Oh my goodness. It was round about going on 6 o'clock. I started getting very sleepy, baby. If I go to sleep at 6, you know I'm not gonna make it to that. 2 kids to be on their own. That's how that would work. So I can't go to sleep. I'm up all night for no reason. Taking energy drinks. We're gonna have to get through the day. Drinking my tea with my collagen and all that. Let me take some vitamins while I'm at it. And y'all, I've been taking this allergy relief medicine. I got the Equate version because they were out of the actual Zyrtec. My ENT specialist, which I have a couple more appointments, they're gonna have to really go in there and see what's going on and why I keep getting so many ear infections. And we realized that it's actually coming with greater frequency. So something's really up with that. But anyway, they recommended that I take Zyrtec. They didn't have it, got the generic. And I take it every day. Like, every day? If you've been on my channel any length of time, you know I'm newly divorced. Clearly I have a problem with daily commitments. Like, I don't know. You know, being serious though, I don't like the idea of taking anything every single day. I think I was about maybe 16, 17, and my mom took me to a doctor and I got prescribed birth control pills. And it was just to really regulate my period. I wasn't taking them for the actual control of birth. So I was like every day, even since then, I didn't want to take them every day. I would take them every other day, and it had the intended effect. My cycles were so bad and so hard that they recommended I take birth control pills just to kind of alleviate that. So anyway, getting to this, they recommend I take the Zyrtec just to keep everything in my sinuses moving, I guess. Which, when they didn't have it, I did buy the generic. Then I went to Target to see if they had it. They didn't. Went to Aldi. I spent a lot of money that day, but all that to say, I do feel a difference. Have I taken it every day? No. I'm nobody's doctor, and I probably should do what the doctor tells me. I don't know. But every day, it's just, that's a commitment. So I've been taking it every other day, and even with that, I've gotten relief. That's because I know when I mentioned it before, some other people said they also have ear problems and always have. Maybe try that. I'm no doctor. Check with your doctor. But it has given me relief. It has. Okay, knock that tea back. Grab my lunch, and I wasn't kidding about 2 energy drinks. So I don't think I'll make it through the day if I don't have them. I think I'll taste some grapes. Weird little fact about me, I've been eating breakfast for my lunch. I am truly a person. I got some eggs, potatoes, bacon, a little sausage in there. I can eat breakfast all day long. Or breakfast foods, I should say, all day long. So I've been taking it for lunch. I probably need to eat something light anyway after the night I had. Oh, how my stomach cussed me out. And then I've got my watermelon juice. Should I take all of this? Maybe just some. I have had a whole thing of that in a day while I was at work. What cabinet am I reaching in? Yeah. But I think I'll just fill this up instead. And again, I use, watermelon juice. Watermelon is crazy expensive right now. But I'm trying to have a philosophy of paying for my health. You know what I mean? I feel like by eating and drinking healthier foods now, maybe I won't be on so much medication later in life. So I paid $10 for a watermelon, and I ended up getting, I got it from Sam's Club. I ended up getting about a little over 3 jugs of these actually, out of that melon, and been sipping all week long. Well, Not all week, just the last 3 days or so when I got it. All right, I'm moving around in and out of shot. Let me just finish up and we'll get back together in the car, all right? Ooh, I was wondering whether or not the camera would pick me up, because in truth, the sun has not risen yet. It's still kind of dark. It's just only a little bit after 7, and we're riding on into work anyway, baby, because I don't trust myself. If I lay back down, it's a wrap. Absolute wrap. So no, we up and we're moving on. Like I said, I'll find some stuff to do while I'm at work. While I was still in the kitchen, I mentioned just a little bit about, influencers versus content creators and all of that. Which, I mean, I feel like a content creator is just somebody who's creating content around their life. I'm just talking about things that I do. That's why I think I'm that. I'm not so much an influencer. But hey, if I could get paid for editing and someone wanted me to provide a little influence as to what I feel about a product, I've already done that for Black Girl Vitamins, which I'm down with that one. And in talks actually for them to send me more. That'll be great. Happy. And again, it's one of those things where you don't even have to click the link. But I just feel like, I don't know, something about that needled at me. Not so much because it was talking about people that I enjoy watching or whose content I enjoy, but because it felt a little bit like pocket watching. And pocket watching always hints of a little bit of jealousy for me. And I'm not necessarily saying the person who made that comment is jealous. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying for me, it starts kind of edging toward that. I'm of the opinion, I've said this a ton of times before. I'm of the opinion, like Issa Rae said, I'm rooting for everybody Black, and the people I watch typically are. So yeah, I'm rooting for them to make a dime or two. Google got plenty of money to share, so that's how I feel about that. But I think sometimes in regular life, just even getting away from the whole YouTube thing, I think sometimes I see people comparing their lives, and sometimes people say stuff like, I'm not as far as I think I ought to be in life, or I thought I'd be this in life, but even just the idea of comparing yourself to someone else and how far they've advanced at a certain time, looking at people on the internet, Instagram and all of that, thinking, wow, they're really living these lavish lives. I think by now the jig is up and people know that a lot of people who profess to be living a certain way really aren't. But I'm not sure that people have still stopped comparing themselves to it. I'm not sure that the after effect has already worn off. I think people still feel that they should be living a certain way. And if they see someone else doing it, alluding to doing it, or looking like they're doing it, they start to feel a certain way. And I hope none of us are getting caught up in that trap. I feel blessed in the sense that I have always been a pretty centered person. That's not to say I didn't make my share of mistakes. I've made a ton of mistakes, but I've always been pretty centered. Like, no one can tell me who I am. No one else could define who I am. And believe me, people have tried it throughout my life. People have tried their you're not all that. I recently knew a guy who was like, the problem is you think you all that in 2 bags of chips. And it's like, I do. And up until he said that, I thought that guy was all that in 2 bags of chips too. Like, I have no problem with shining light on somebody, complimenting someone, wishing someone well, and things like that. I think people just get it a little twisted in their brain in terms of the whole envy versus imitation versus inspiration and all of that. Like, there's a clear difference between envy and inspiration to me. I see someone doing well, I'm not trying to pull them down. I'm not trying to harm them. I want to know the secret. I'm trying to crack the code. Like, I knew of a lady who made mega bucks as a classroom teacher. I was like, how in the world? No, I'm lying. She wasn't a classroom teacher. She was a music teacher. I'm like, how in the world is she making that doggone much money? And how did I know she was making that much money? I might have peeped her contract. So I wasn't jealous, upset, or bothered. Y'all know what? I can get calls and texts and stuff on my phone. Sorry, I'm interrupting myself. But when I get a call on my phone, unless I actually look at the phone, I don't know who's calling. All that comes up across my car screen is their phone number. And I do not know people's phone numbers well because, you know, I'm always scrolling through the contacts and hitting call or answering their call. And when I answer it, it just says their name at the top. But in my car, I have to look at the phone itself. If there's a setting that I'm missing in my phone that'll let that show in my car, please let me know, because I do not know what that is. Or is my car just so old it doesn't show it? I don't know, but I feel like my phone is synced to my car, so it should have my contact names and stuff, right? That's how I feel. But anyway, what was I saying? There's a definite difference. I think when you envy someone, you really don't want to see them shine. You got a problem with them thinking that they're all that. I never have a problem with someone thinking they're all that. I like it to match. You know, I've seen people, I'm like, okay, she's a little bit delusional. No problem. I feel like this life is so hard and rough. You gotta be delusional about some things. When I started my channel, I was delusional enough to think somebody actually gonna watch me. Somebody actually gonna tune into me. Somebody might actually get my sense of humor. Somebody might actually enjoy hanging out with me. Why? That's a delusional idea. And as it turns out, I've got a couple of friends on the internet. I don't care if y'all just my internet friends. I do call y'all friends. But, you know, you just, to me, to be happy and navigate this thing called life, you have to have a little bit of delusion. So I've never envied them and needed them to be put in their place or come down a peg or two. Or, you know, I don't even understand people who think like that. That's so sad to me. Excuse me while I take a look at this. Versus inspiration. To me, inspiration is, dang, okay, I see her making moves like that. Okay, I see. Let me see what I can do. Let me get myself together. Okay, this is actually possible. Let me put some things together and make this happen. That's another problem I have, going back to my last video of me setting my hair. I can't remember what I titled it. So that's why I keep talking about gold diggers. I think that was my gold diggers video. There we go. But let me go back to that for just a minute. One of the problems I have with men saying in today's economy it takes 2 incomes and you can't make it like that, that's not realistic, it just reminds me of that old, I don't know, it's kind of like a crabs in a bucket philosophy where people really feel like this is the best there is. Anybody trying to elevate or see something higher, we're gonna pull them down back to reality and make them understand. I just don't feel like it's that way. I'm sure, I mean, look how far black people have come. You know, I feel like we are just, I hear people saying, you know, it's harder for black people, and it is. I hear people saying, you know, the odds are stacked against us, and they are. But I mean, you're talking about a people who once upon a time were enslaved on these very lands. So I have a hard time believing. And I bet even then there were slaves saying, we ain't gonna never be free. It's always gonna be like this. It's never gonna be better. It can't, you know what I mean? So just as there were naysayers then, there are those naysayers now. And I happen to wholeheartedly disagree. I really do. I go to my job and every day I feel like I am teaching delusion. And I'm doing it on purpose. I'm teaching my kids that you can be better than you are. You can be better than your circumstance. You can do this. If the kids so much as tell me I like looking up at stars at night, I'll be like, oh, awesome. Sounds like you're going to be an astronaut. Oh, you're afraid of heights, you say? Oh, you're going to be an astrophysicist. Oh, you're like, I'm just shooting way far and beyond anything that they're talking about. So when I hear men say, you know, oh, you know, these times are different. I just feel like they don't have that hustle mentality. They don't have that mindset of doing better. And, you know, they're not suited for me anyway, if that's what they're thinking. But it's just, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with it. Hopefully you feel me. Hopefully I can edit it and piece it together and make it make a little bit more sense than what I feel like I sound like in this moment. But yeah, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to hope for better. We got to try and strive for better. Like, it's not enough to just hope. We got to put some of this in action. And if you see somebody hustling and trying to do better and things, don't put them down. Don't pull them down. Don't bring them back to reality, because the reality of which you speak is only yours. It's just your reality. It just doesn't work for you. let them shine, let them cook, let them do what they want to do, you know? And if it's not meant for them, then life will be their reality. You don't have to insert yourself and be that for them. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up now. I don't want to just go on and on for the sake of adding time to my video at all. In fact, I've deleted several videos just to make sure I don't end up inserting them in here anyway. So I get tempted. I'm like, oh, maybe I could better explain myself, or maybe I can, if I'm not explaining myself clearly, then I apologize. And if you are understanding me, let me know I'm not just out here crazy. That's what I truly appreciated about the gold digger video, because again, I was really starting to wonder, is it me? Is I'm attracting this? Is that what's going on? But yeah, it's good to know I have company, but it's not a place that you want good company, if that makes a bit of sense. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to close this up. I'm not going to keep holding on to you all. Maybe I'll start another vlog today. I don't know. I need to get my attitude right, and it doesn't help that I am dog tired. But we're going to get it together. We're going to do it for the kids. We're going to drink these energy drinks. We're going to hype ourselves up, because I'm Kymberly and I can do hard things. I'll see you all next time.